Hey there, everybody. I know, 2 videos in one day. I wanted to do another video because I was asked on my Instagram, how do I fix a gem that's been broken in half? First off, this is the thing that's holding the gem together. There is a ring like this up at the top inside her torso that attaches to that little peg right there. And there's one that goes, there's another part of it that's like a little plug that goes in here into the bottom. I have cut out the one that's in the bottom because it's broken and damaged, and this is what the original one looks like. So now you have torso, legs. So this is what I do to fix my gem dolls. I get, and you're gonna need a Dremel. I have a little handheld one here, and then I have a bigger one. But for this, I'm gonna use the small one with a grinder attachment on it. And you're gonna turn it on high, and you're going to go right in here. And then the hole that's already there, you're going to go directly behind it and firmly press down. Like that. It's going to make a horrible smell, and it's going to make a horrible noise. And right next to the hole you just drilled in, you're going to make a second hole that attaches right next to it, and you're going to smooth it all out on the inside. Turn off your Dremel. So what it's going to look like, and wear eye protection unless you know what you're doing, you're going to end up with a hole like that. So next, you get your elastic, which is this right here. I get mine at a store called Orchard Supply, which I know they're not in every state, but that's where I get mine, and it's like 59 cents a yard. And it's great for this, and it's great for ball joint dolls too. But if you're not using ball joint dolls, go ahead and use it for this. I'm using a demo doll, so I'm going to stick it in through the top of the neck. This doesn't work for every single one, but it will for me for right now. So what you're going to try to do is you want to get your elastic to go up and over the spot you've already, just like this. You want it to go over the peg that's already there. So now you're going to clip off a little bit more, so on your elastic, so you have a nice smooth edge, and you're going to stick it in through the hole in the back of the body, the new hole that you just drilled or dremeled through. And you're going to need some forceps that are curved. The smaller, the better. You're going to go in there and get the elastic, if you can. This is the part that usually takes the longest amount of time, and it's the biggest pain in the butt. But that's why you try to Dremel out the piece of rubber that was in there. That way you can get in there really good and get your piece of elastic out. Okay, there's a little bit of rubber in there, so I have to move it around again. There we go. Get in there. Okay, so get your elastic, stick it into the new opening. Then you're going to get your forceps. Go in at an angle, or whatever angle you drilled it in, and grab your elastic piece. Like I said, this is probably the most difficult part of the whole process, is getting the elastic through. But if you love the doll and you're trying to save it, it's worth it. Then you have a problem like this where you still can't get in. So you're going to get your Dremel, and then the original hole that was there from the manufacturer, you're going to Dremel it out a little bit further on one side. Just like that. And if you smell smoke, it's perfectly normal. You're melting plastic. It's going to smell kind of funky. And I do keep cutting off pieces of elastic because I want a nice, smooth end. Okay, here it comes. Alright, so now we have the elastic through the new part of the body. And you're going to pull it through. And then what you're going to do now is take the body and just tie it in the knot there. Put the arms up if you need be. Tie it again, because you want it to be nice and taut, and then you just cut off the extra elastic pieces like that. Lift the body a bit, tuck in the elastic, and there you go. You have a repaired gem doll who has all the rotation, and she's tighter than she was before. Look at that. No movement. Unless you really force her, she will fly back. But you can lift it up. She can move. And she's all set to go. There's no bits or pieces hanging out. It's a strong hold. It's a strong hold. I mean, unless you're like throwing her around pretty hard, she's going to last you a long, long time. So that is how I repair a gem doll. She holds up, just takes a little bit of elastic and a little bit of work, and you're set. So there's that. Alrighty, so thank you guys. Now I get asked, how come I show how I do these things, or how I make shoes, or how I repair, and how come I don't just like sell? I mean, I know if people want to buy shoes from me, it kind of takes away if I tell you how to do it. But in my opinion, I mean, everybody could use money. I know I could use money, but I'd much rather pass the knowledge on to you, because money is fleeting. It comes and goes. But if you teach somebody something, it's something that they will retain, and you can use it for later. And in the doll world, I try to be as giving as I possibly can. So I did that. That's why I teach you things. That's why I try to teach people how to do little things like this. I hope it's been beneficial to you. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you can fix your gem doll. So if you see one at a flea market that you really love, and you find out, oh, she's broken in half, or someone glued her body together, 9 times out of 10, even if they use super glue to glue the body and it's an old glue, just let the doll soak in some hot water for a little while, and the glue will soften up, and you can like break it off. Or even a little bit of fingernail polish remover will, if you dab it on there, and fingernail polish remover will dissolve super glue and most adhesives. So then you can repair your own gem doll. So that's how I do that. So lesson learned. All right, guys, love you. I'll talk to you later.